Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off to give the highest honor, glory, and all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and do well and taught me the truth out of the Bible and amongst other things. Peace and salutations to the elect, scattered to all four corners of the earth, my fellow laborers who push in this work everywhere in truth and sincerity all across the globe. Shalom, this is your brother Talmayat from the JMS Holland branch coming back at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And I hope it is edifying. Khan. So, yeah, man, I was watching, you know how it is. Sometimes you watch a few things and this came in my feed. And I was like, whoa, because in one of my previous video, I was talking about the track record, you know, of deletion, mass deletion that Esau really got on his name, you know, and Esau is the so-called white man, you know, that he got on his name, you see, because always the finger is pointed at Jake. And yeah, don't get me wrong, Jake is wicked too, but they never will they never will supersede or Esau, man. That is never gonna happen, man. You see, Esau is leading in mass deletion all across the world, man. You see, but yeah, they always point the finger at Jacob, man. You see, because why? He's slandering his own brother's mother's son. Matter of fact, let me get that. Come, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 50. And let me go straight to the point. Yeah, verse 19, thou givest thy mouth to evil and thy tongue frameth deceit. And that is what they're doing constantly, man. You see, constantly speaking bad things, always accusing, false accusing, bearing false witness, all the things that the Heavenly Father hates, man. And lying, man. And mainly upon you Jakes, man, the Israelites, man. Esau's always into lies, man. And that is what is coming out. That's why his own tongue is fall upon himself nowadays. You see, all these lies are coming to the surface. All the things that he be lying and framing, it is now openly. You see it. You see. So thou sittest, and this is the point, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. You see? And that is what he's doing, man. He's constantly slandering and mainly also the other nations, you know. I can give you an example. 9/11. All these things that he's always slandering somebody and tell them that they are the boogeyman and they are the ones that are doing it, you know. So that really see only the beam, you know. He don't see the beam in his own eye, you see. Matter of fact, let me get it also. Let me get it. And this is really, you know, is where you telling somebody else, and especially Israelite fellow, like, hey, you know, look the mote in your eyes, but you don't, you know, you don't see the beam in your eye. But hey, we was reading it, you slander your own mother's son, man. You see? And that is what he's doing, because Esau and Jacob are really brothers, man. And he is slandering his mother's son. And that is Jacob, and that is what he's doing, man. So let me get it. That was in Matthew, yes, Matthew 7. And, you know, I'm on the fly here, you know, I wrote some scriptures down, but, you know, to the spirit, you get scriptures in your head. So this is Matthew 7:3. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? You see? And they only are looking at somebody else, what is happening with somebody else, meddling in other people's affairs and business, and, you know, try to police them and tell them how they have to live and what they need to do, but they don't see their own things that they are doing. And that is going to this video that I want to play right now. You see? Because there Esau is really exposed that they are because the crime rates, if you're gonna go to the so-called white man, Esau Edom, you're gonna see that it is, the numbers are much way higher in wickedness than really Jake. Jake will never, even about 400 years, you know, be on the level with killing Salakia, with deletion, let me say it like that, because then you know what they're gonna do with the mass deletion upon this earth, man. Because Esau is really responsible for genocide all across the world. Look at all these wars, man. Iran, Syria, Nagasaki, and to name a few. Afghanistan, even in America themselves, what they did with the Native Americans, they delete like almost like 100,000, 100 million, man. So what we talking about, man? So let me go to the video, man. Let me go to the video, Salakia.
God damn, man. 15% is black, and then the other percentages are the other ethnicities. So they're way down there. I think it's like 5% or 4% or something like that.
Do you guys ever see those racist comment sections of people going, well?
Let me play Salakia. I started in the midst of the fair use. I want to show the fair use first.
What race has the highest number of serial killers?
White dudes.
You think so?
You don't even dudes.
You don't even want to give it a shot?
Nope.
You're white.
It's Caucasian dudes.
Really?
Yes.
What do you think?
Can I hear the options first?
Well, there's really no options. There's percentages. So, I mean, white dudes are definitely in there, but what do you think the percentages are?
Of serial killers?
Of all the serial killers in the world, in the history of the universe, what is the percentage?
Percentage. Of the most.
I'm
going at least 40, bro. 51.
Percent what?
Caucasian males. White males.
White men. It's 82% white men.
Tell you, bro. That's
82%.
82% of white male Edomites are serial killers. Let that sink in. Always pointing the finger at Jake. But the real serial killers is these Edomites. And in a whole, you can see it, what they did to the Native Americans when they came to America. Mass deletion. Like estimated like 100 millions of Native Americans were deleted in America, and the numbers can be high because sometimes Esau a lot of time is playing with these numbers, through bioweapons, through the weapon, to all kinds of forms. Esau, Edom, let it sink in, is the serial killer, pointing the fingers at everyone. They got weapons of mass destruction. They are thieves, but meanwhile, you got the biggest weapons of mass destruction. And that's why the Lord is going to use it against you. Your own devices is going to be turned upon you. You see? But you are the mass serial killer. To name a few in history, Ted Bundy, Marilyn Manson, these were serial killers that mainly Edomite so-called white men are doing these things. You see, let that sink in. 82% are white males for all across all the world, all the nations. The white male, the Edomite, the pale man, is the one who committed mass deletion, a serial killer. In history, it's him. Let it sink in.
Me too, but I knew it was them. God damn, man.
15% is black, and then the other percentages are the other ethnicities. So they're.
You see, and Jake, you so-called, and a lot of time they also put the Africans in it, but Jake is not on the level like Esau is doing it. You see, look what has happened now in Israel with the Palestinians, because they are Edomites too who are doing that, and mainly Amalek. You see, mass deletion, serial killers. That is what they are doing. Ethnic cleansing. Who is known for that? The so-called white man, the pale man. He's doing these things upon the earth. but always pointing the fingers at everyone that they are the T word, and they are this, but they are the one who are doing it. They have mastered the skills of mass deletions, serial killers. You see?
They're way down there. I think it's like 5% or 4% or something low like that.
Do you guys ever see those racist comment sections of people going, well, whenever they see like one black guy stealing a candy bar or something? They go, well, as if all black people steal stuff. But for serial killers, I want to go, well. It's killers.
It's true.
What percent again?
82%.
Okay, I was going to say if it was like 50, maybe, because there's so many white people, but
No,
82.
82%. That's kind of crazy, folks. What is that?
So if all black people steal, does that mean all white people kill?
All black people like chicken.
I didn't say that.
Look, all black people like chicken. I'll take that. I'll take it. Because we do. We like some chicken. But isn't that crazy? 82%.
I would love to find out why, bro.
that is crazy.
I knew it was white males, but I would love to find out why.
I don't know. Let me ask you, since all white people kill.
Later.
How many people?
And I can tell you why, because the Lord created you like that. Matter of fact, that brings me to a scripture. Bear with me. Let me bring this out. That's why. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. You see? And this is what it is. His soul, his spirit is not upright in him. That's why this is happening. You see, we can give you the answers to the scriptures because the Lord created him like that. He is created to be the wicked. You see? That's why the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Job 24, matter of fact. Let me get it real quick. Because now the earth is in your hands. This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. They covet the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And that is what he also did. You see, covet the faces of the real saints and put his face instead of it. Like the book of Maccabees, First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48. The heathen painting themselves, in the scriptures and in all these icons, and tell in the world that they are the saints and the holy people of the Lord, like they're doing right now, the ones that now are occupying the land in Israel. You see, proclaiming that they are the people of the Bible, but that stronghold is also now being broken. You see. That whole stumbling block, that stronghold is now being broken. The world is seeing that they are not the people. You see? So the Lord is exposing them. But yeah, we can explain it unto you why that is, that you are like that. Because why? Your soul that is in you, that is not upright. You see? That is what it is. You see, that's why Jake is wired different. Jake don't have that gene that you have. that killer gene. You see? So let me go back and finish this real quick. Bear with me.
You killed Kobe.
Don't look at it like that.
Isn't that crazy?
That's not a good
That's
look.
way
A
up
little
there.
bit back, like you said.
I don't know. Let me
why
ask
is
you,
it?
since all white people kill.
Later.
How many people have you killed, Kobe?
Don't look at it like that.
Isn't that crazy? Chicken. But isn't that crazy? 82%.
I would love to find out why, bro. I knew it was white males, but I would love to find out why.
I don't know. Let me ask you, since all white people kill.
Later.
How many people have you killed, Kobe?
Don't look at it like that.
Isn't that crazy?
That's not a good
That's
look.
way up there.
Oh, honey, you can't be racist to white people. Might be thinking of racial prejudice, but that also doesn't apply here. Because I was simply sharing facts. When it comes to unaliving their intimate partner, or their family, or even their infant, also the elders. Look at that, yeah, 54.4% white offenders. 59.2% for the family there. 55.4, 54.5. So as you can see, white men with anger problems is indeed relevant to a family homicide. Let's not even get into the data on serial killers. Would you really be surprised to know that they tend to be white men? Because 82% are. And think about all the school unalivers. What were they? Yeah, they tend to be white males. And saying that doesn't make me racist. It makes me accurate.
Sure. Like the brother put here, and this video, so like this video was from the brother Endure the Last Days. For always put in this good short, so you can watch that, But I downloaded it because I wanted in the 60. I want to have it in another frame, to play, because I have another video. Yeah, and you see he got John 8 and 4, year of your father the devil, and the lust of your father he will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Yeah, like we was reading before, he's full of deceit constantly in Psalms 50 and verse I think verse 18 or 19, but he is the father of it. He's a liar and framing deceit constantly, lying. This is his motto. This is his operandus, his modus operandus. This is how Esau moves. This is how he do, and blame everyone else, and then by deceit he made also Salakia, and he also framed it laws by mischief. You see, Psalms 94, if I'm correct. You see. So then he said, yeah, they are thieves. 9/11. Now we have the right and the means to bomb your and nuke your land and delete all the citizens over there and do what they want and take over. All by deceit and lies. This is how Esau works. You see? So, yeah, man. So that's why, let me go to this scripture. Bear with me. Because we need deliverance from Esau, man. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 59. And verse 2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody man. And Esau, Edom, is a bloody man. You see? Matter of fact, let me get this one in the NLT. Rescue me from these criminals. And Esau, Edom, the so-called white men, are born known criminals. They are the real criminal. Crimson. Crimson also means red, and Edom is red. You see? They are the known criminals on this earth. Save me from these murderers, and they are murderers, killers, the leaders, unalivers. That is in their blood. Because why? His spirit is not upright in him. You see? And this was King. You see? This is what they do. So let me go to the book of Psalms. Stay in the book of Psalms 140 and verse 1. A prayer for protection against the wicked. This is from King David. And verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. And that is talking about Esau, Edom. You see? The evil man. You see? The violent man. Constantly he is at war. Constantly you are not sure of your life. Constantly he is about mass deletion. This is what he's doing. This is in his spirit. That's why Esau was blessed with the sword. And that's why he's doing these things, because that is in his spirit. He lived by his sword. You see? A violent man. They are evil people, and when you read it in NLT, is it from a child of the director, a psalm of David? Oh Yahweh, rescue me from evil people. So in a whole, the Edomites in a whole are evil people. You see, protect me from those who are violent, and they are violent. You see, constantly. In the NLT, back to the King James, verse 2. which imagine mischiefs in their heart. So in the mind, they constantly are filled with wickedness, thinking evil, the plans, that's why the scriptures also said he cannot rest even if he not do something evil, something wicked, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. And since the Edomites are in rulership and power, there is constantly friction and war upon this earth. There is no time for peace. That's why you can see also that the people that say that they are the children of the Lord, of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that they are those people, cannot be these people, because there is still war. And if the people of Israel, the real people, will return to the land, then there would be peace upon the earth. But there is no peace, because why? The Edomites, the so-called white man, is in rulership and is constantly gathered for war. This is what they do. You see, that is in their mind, constantly war, shedding blood. You see, and especially blood of Jake. You see? Matter of fact, let me get it. Let me get that real quick. Because they're constantly persecuting us. And now, with their new leader, especially in America, with their new leader in Babylon the Great, now they're feeling emboldened to do what they are doing. You see? So this is Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that the iniquity had an end. Yeah, until the day of today. That's why I talking about this event, what is going on with Trump, with all these, immigration, and really persecuting Jake, Gator, Alcatraz, Salakia, all these things that they are doing is persecuting the Israelites. You see, bodies that are washed up on shore, shackled, they are coming always for the Israelites, that perpetual hatred. You see? And in the NLT, this is your internal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless. Then I already punished them, when I had already punished them for all their sins. You see? And that is still in you embedded, that perpetual hatred. That's why their forefathers, the progenitor Esau, the progenitor of the Edomites, said when Isaac died, he said, before Isaac died, he said what he said, the day is at hand that when my father died, roughly paraphrased, that I will kill my brother Jacob. And that spirit, that perpetual hatred, that internal hatred, is still in the Edomites, the so-called white man, till this day. You see? So that's why the Lord said to them, therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Said thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Yeah, and you don't shun blood. You are constantly, you love blood, and blood of somebody else, and even your own. You are a bloody man, like we was reading, a violent man, an evil man. You see? So the Lord is gonna prepare you too for blood. Now your blood the Lord requires. As a matter of fact, you defiled so many countries and lands with blood. So the Lord requires your blood. So matter of fact, let me get that in the book of Numbers, chapter 35, and go straight to the point at verse 33. And it reads, So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So, you Edomites, the Lord requires your blood to cleanse the land. So, in America, aka Babylon the Great, the Lord is gonna require your blood. You gonna bleed over there to cleanse the land. So that means mass deletions for your Edomites. That is what is waiting for you, and it is already starting. You see, your Edomites are through, finished. You see, and Jake is not taking it anymore. You see, because the Lord is doing this with y'all. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. You see? And the Lord is putting all these curses that was upon the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled birds, upon you. Now you gonna be on the other side of the stick. You see? So I have a short video, and then I'm gonna close out. Bear with me.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research.
New details are emerging in a violent incident that unfolded in Adams County. 12 News reporter Mercy Rain spoke with Sheriff Travis Patton and has more. And a warning before we begin, the following video contains graphic content.
Fight turned violent Friday night on Deerfield Road in Adams County, one of two separate altercations that took place that evening, according to the sheriff's office. Deputies say the man seen here with a bicycle identified as Reginald Butler was allegedly attacked by a group of men. After fleeing the first confrontation, Butler was reportedly approached again and responded by firing a gun in self-defense. Initially, Butler was taken into custody and charged in connection to the shooting. He has since been released on a $50,000 bond as the investigation continues.
Because at that night, based on the information we had, we didn't know whether he was a victim or not. It was a very, very, very gray area. So at that night, we did make the arrest of Mr. Butler. But now that situations have changed, videos have emerged, witnesses have came forward, Mr. Butler's now out and has his freedom, and he will have his day in court as well.
Since then, authorities have arrested two suspects, Cameron Taunton and Houston Pretty, both now facing charges of aggravated assault and conspiracy to commit aggravated assault. But Sheriff Payton says the case is far from over.
There are others out there who we are cutting warrants on as we speak. We're still gathering witness information. We're still corroborating facts of statements that were given that night. And it's a full-on and active investigation that is being conducted by the Adams County Sheriff's Office, Mississippi Bureau of Investigations, and the FBI.
Investigators are asking anyone with information to come forward and contact the Adams County Sheriff's Office. In Natchez, Mercy Rain, 12 News.
So you see it, man. So Jake, what really happened, so Jake was attacked by these Edomites and was harassed. You know, he was on a bicycle, he was driving his bicycle, and then these Edomites came. They was asking him for a cigarette, something like that, you know, because I heard the story, what was going on. And he was like, hey, no problem, you know, but he didn't smoke. But then they, you know, they was looking for something because, you know, and started, you know, cuss him out in racial slurs, of course, and try to fight him, because that was their whole intention already, these Edomites, you know. So they start to fight with Jake, you know, three of them or four of them, you know. And Jake, he was like, hey man, hey, he went to home and he was like, hey, I'm gonna protect myself. So he took that blicky and went back on the bike and went in another direction to another bridge. And there these Edomites was again, and lucky for him, there was cameras, so they saw that he was assaulted by these Edomites. They was hitting him, and then after that he shot them, man. You see, so Jake ain't taking that shit anymore from Esau, man. You see, because and he's lucky that he had cameras, because if he didn't have cameras, then it was like then Jake they was blaming Jake, that Jake, that silly that Edomite, he was such a good guy and blah, 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 blah. But he was a demon, like they always are. Most of the time, they are demons, man. You see? And then they're gonna pull that silly card that then they pull out the card that they are such a good people and blah 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 blah. But nah, there was the instigators, the aggressors, and it's good that they saw this on the camera. You see, they saw this on camera, so they let him go, man. You see, so Jake shot them, man. And rightfully so, man. He was protecting himself against these Edomites. You see? So let me get the last scripture and then I'm gonna close out. So let me get this, because hey man, Jake, Judah ain't taking it anymore, man. The times of yes master and swallow this. Jake is through, man. Jake is through. Jake is done with it, man. You see, Jake ain't taking it anymore, man. It's enough. So he got the right to defend him, and that is what he did, man. You see, and it was not premeditated, because he took another route, because he didn't want to meet them, but he was like, just in case I meet these demons, these Edomites, I'm gonna pull the blicky upon them, man. You see, and hey, he's lucky he got the cameras over there, man. So this is Genesis chapter 49 and verse 8. Judah, thou art and 9. Salakia. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey. My son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? You see, because everybody was always is against Jake, man. But the times of the Jake is docile and let them trample over him. And it's also prophecy. Judah will gonna rouse up, man. And this is a perfect example that you see that Jake ain't taking it anymore, man. Blasting at you Edomites, man. You see, you ain't gonna get away anymore with assaulting and hanging and lynching and all these wicked demon things you are doing with Jake, man. You see. So Jake ain't taking it anymore. Jake was minding his business, and you devils came assault him, man. And especially in that area, what I heard about Mississippi, that's the worst, because that is that is when you see movies and documentaries about how they lynch Jake, this is one of the worst states, man. You see. And they think they always can get away with it, So, hey, good that the camera was there to record everything. And that's why it's good that the cameras, that you cell phones. Then that's why Esau's being exposed nowadays, man. With all the wickedness that he's doing, man. And that is good, man, that we can see that, man. Because we want to see the fall of our enemy. So the Lord is putting these curses upon them, and they are not going to get scot-free away with murder and harassing Jake and do what they want, assaulting. Jake ain't taking it anymore, and this is going to lead to the great clash that when these Edomites think they going to run over Jake, hey, Jake is going to rise up, man. You see? Jake is going to be a terror unto Egypt. Matter of fact, let me close out with that. Let me get it real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19. Let me go straight to the point. And the land of Judah, this is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he had determined against it. You see? And that is what is going to happen. The Lord is going to rouse Judah up against all the adversaries, man. And mainly you Edomites. And they're going to be a terror unto you, because the new Egypt is America, aka Babylon the Great. And the Lord is going to rouse Judah up, man. They're going to be a terror unto you Edomites, man. And that is going to be the big payback. All orchestrated by Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Yeah, man. So with that, I hope you've been edified. And up to the next one. Shalom.